So, welcome to summer 2017, Math 151. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of give you an introduction to the course and where all the resources are. So my name is Steve Nicholson, and I've taught this class a few times. What this summer class consists of is lectures that I gave in fall of 2016 made into videos. So you'll notice there's some issues with politics, so you might get find those interesting, but that's why the context of what's happening is different than summer of 2017, but the content, of course, is all valid. So what I want to do is I want to show you how to get to Blackboard and what resources are available. We'll go through the course of study as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Mozilla, and to access Blackboard you click on, first you go to dslcc.edu, you click on My Dabney, and actually I'm already logged in, so let me try that again. So you open up Mozilla and go to dslcc.edu, then you go to My Dabney, and you'll get the login page. So my username and password, which of course you don't know, I'm not going to tell you, and you put your username and password in, and you'll have something similar to this, not exactly because I have some additional resources, but you will have Blackboard Learn. So you click on Blackboard Learn, and what you'll see is this course, Math 151 D1W. So I have made that available to you. So we click on that. And we hopefully connect here. I may be just a little bit far from my wireless, so I'm going to just move while that thing is going along, just so it's okay. So if you look at the left, you'll see a menu, and the first thing is that the course of study is under the syllabus tab on the left hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the course of study, which you have access to, and it's a Word document, so I'm going to open it up in Word. So here's the course of study. This is my office at Dabney, but I'm going to be out a lot this summer visiting my grandchildren. So I will be available some, but it'll have to be by appointment. So here's the description of the course. This is the material we'll be covering, chapters 1, 2, 3, 9, 5, and 6. And these are the approximate weeks that you should be covering the material. Some stuff on course objectives. Here's the text, which I've already sent you an email about, which you can buy on Amazon. Or I do have a few copies in my office if you need to borrow one, if you don't have access to Amazon. Of course, any office hours will be by appointment, since I am not planning on being on campus unless I need to be. Now, homework is a big part of this class, and I'll show you more about that later, but you can read that later. As far as you just need to show enough work. Now I grade homework based on completion, but because the resources I give to you, there's no reason that you can't complete all the way through. Okay, grading. So attendance 5%. You're like, what's attendance? Well, embedded within the videos of the classes are questions which you will answer, and if you've watched the videos, then you know what the questions are. If you don't watch the videos, then you don't know what the questions are. So we're going to use a discussion board to use that. And if there is no question, then you can just put in there was no question today. So not all of the videos have a question or a small assignment, but that's basically how I record your attendance. So theoretically, you don't have to watch the videos. I would suggest them, and they're worth 5% of the grade. But you don't get you can still pass the class if you didn't watch any of the videos, but you're probably not going to do very well. So homework and a Google Docs project are worth 20% of the grade. Tests, actually there are no quizzes, so just tests 55%, and your final exams worth 20%. And it's a 10-point grading scale. Now all tests would be taken at the main campus or the Rockbridge campus in the testing centers. And to keep you to a reasonable schedule, these are when I would approximate dates you should have completed the tests by. If you'd like to move faster, that's up to you, but we do need to be completed by August 4th. That's when the exam is. Now the homework that will be assigned will be turned in when you take the test. So for example, the first test is covering material from 1.1 to 2.2, and you'll turn in homework 1.1 through 2.2 at that point when you take test 1, and so forth. Your exam is comprehensive, meaning I'm going to cover all the material. For each test, you can bring in one cheat sheet. You can have on both sides, put whatever you want on there. You also can bring a calculator and a scratch paper. I give you 2 hours to take the test. You probably won't need that long, especially the first test. I'm just making it long so that no one will feel any time pressures in completing the tests. Now, I don't want you to turn in your cheat sheets. You'll keep those, and then when you take the exam, you'll be able to use those as your cheat sheets for the exam. Again, attendance I'll discuss in a minute. And here's the calendar. So the classes begin May 31st, but you can start early if you'd like. And the other things, if you want to pause this video and look at those, you can. So that's the course of study for this class, and it's available in Blackboard. In addition to the course of study, there is a file, which is an Excel file. So let's just go ahead and open that up, which lists all the homework assignments. So use this as the basis for your homework assignments. If it's slightly different in the if it's slightly different than what I assign in class, assume that this is the correct assignment. So these are the sections, and these are the problems that are due. And you can see a lot of problems. When there's a lot of problems for a particular section, they're usually pretty easy problems. So, but I would expect each one would take you, 30 minutes to an hour to complete. So that's the homework assignments that you have available. Okay, next, class video links. So I have the lectures as a playlist in YouTube. I also have the homework solutions for all the homework in playlists as well. And I see that I don't have chapter 6 shown, so I'll have to fix that, but that'll be in there. And there's also reviews. Before each test, there's a review which goes over the material you need to concentrate on for the tests. So let's just look at the lectures. So it starts with class 2. I think there might be a class 1. I've got to go back and look at that. It's very short because the first class was spent mostly going over details and watching videos, safety videos, things like that. So, and you'll see that there are some that are like 6A, and that's because I missed that class. I forgot to include it in the list. So if there's an A, it just means that I didn't want to have to renumber all the other classes. So you can see there are a total of 26 classes, but there's actually more than that because there are a few And there's a one here that says class 23 to 25. I think there's a 24 that I still need to add, but I don't have to do that right now. So you'll watch basically what you'll do is you'll watch the video. If I assign homework during that class, then you'll work on the homework assignment. Now I would suggest that you work on the homework assignment without using the videos if possible. Then if you get stuck, you can go watch the video and understand how to do the problems. But because I give you the videos explaining it, there's no excuse for not completing the homework. So you can get 100 on 20% of your grade just by showing that you have some put in a good effort. And what I do with the homework is I check for completion. I'm not going to go through every problem and look at every number, but I will see that you're working all the problems. And I want you to see that you are working the problems. Now some problems just need an answer, so there isn't some work, but there are a lot of problems that do require intermediate steps, which you'll see in the videos if you watch those. If you just give me a list of answers for every problem, even the ones where there is work that's required, then you're not going to get full credit on those homework assignments. Okay, let's see what else I have to tell you. Okay, so that's the lectures. You can just watch them in order. As I said, there's the homework solutions, so you'll go and each chapter will have the homework solutions and the sections in appropriate order are shown. And as I said, there are reviews, and there's also a Google Doc project that's due after the end of the first chapter. So that'll be mentioned, and you can watch the video and see how it's done, and you'll email me it. It's all in the video to explain how it works. And I think I've got to attach a document. So there are a few things I haven't completely finished yet, but I wanted to get these out early so that you could start if you'd like to. The final thing is this attendance discussion board. So this is where you're going to answer the questions that I pose for the different classes. So what you'll do is you'll go, let's say you watch class 2 video, then you will go to there and then you will reply to that and you'll put your answer in there. Now you don't get to see anybody's reply until you've actually put your reply in there. So that way you can't cheat and just say, I'm going to see what somebody else said. So that is how you answer. And if there is no question, then just say there was no question for that video. But if there's a question, and the most it's going to take you is a couple of minutes to come up with the answer. So that's how we do attendance. I think that is pretty much it as far as the class is concerned. So let's just kind of review how this whole thing's going to work. So what you'll do is first you'll watch videos for classes. Okay. You'll be assigned the homework, so once you're assigned it, do the assigned homework, meaning once you've covered enough material in the videos or by reading the book, then do the assigned homework. Try it without using the YouTube videos first. If you get stuck, go to the videos, find out what the answer is. Once you complete the homework for that particular section, watch the next section, the next video, do the homework. Once you get to the appropriate point, and I gave you which sections are covered, so once you say get through section 2.2, you've completed the homework, you've watched the review video, then you'll take the test in the testing center. You'll turn in the homework at that point. Once you finish the test, then you can continue on sequentially. Watch the videos, read the book, do the homework assignments. Once you get to the next, finish the next group of sections, take the test, turn in the homework. Now, as far as any additional help, so I have given you my phone number. This is my cell phone, and I may not answer depending upon what's going on, or I don't recognize your number. So what I would suggest is if you can leave a message, but if I don't answer, probably the best thing to do is to send me a text. So text me, say, I've sent you an email, I have a question, can we arrange a time to talk? Are you in town? Can we meet at Dabney to go over something? So those are the options. Possibly, if you have a question, what I may do is I'll make you a video and I'll post it, and then I'll say, watch this video. I'll make it available to everybody if there's a specific topic that needs to be emphasized, then I can do that. So I'll probably be in town half the time this summer. Don't know exactly when yet. So again, to get in touch with me, probably the best thing to do is send me a text. Then if you, and I read your email, I'm going to check email fairly regularly anyway, so you may not even have to, you maybe just be able to email me, but if you want a quicker answer, and I may call you back depending upon what I feel is necessary. If we want to arrange a time to meet in person at school, then I'll do that as well. So let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with you this summer.